Well, hello, everybody. My name is Christopher Nodwalkin. This is the Dirty Nerdy Show, and with me today we have a very special guest, one of the best guests we will ever have in the history of this show. No, I'm not just blowing smoke, although I am a little high. Welcome,
Oh,
Moment of
stop.
Clarity.
Hello, hello.
What up,
How
what up?
goes it?
It goes, you know,
Just rolling?
it's rolling. I was trying to make a cripple joke and I couldn't. Like I was like in the middle of it. I was like, where do I take it? And it came out the way it did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So what's up with you?
Oh, nothing much. I've been choring this morning.
Word. I tell you what, man. We got to talk about this channel of yours, cause holy crap, Bola. Okay,
Let's do it. I love this channel.
you are freaking fire. Okay, like
Sucks.
you are like freaking like I can't even that's how good you are. Okay, like you're so good that I literally can't even. All right, I turn
But
into like the straight up like millennial that can't even when I look at your channel. Okay,
you need your Starbucks and to go dye your hair blonde.
yes, like I can't even, and it's just a feeling that I feel, and I need to talk to a therapist about it because I can't even. All right, so let's dive right into that. How did you find ASMR?
Ooh.
Because I need to go thank that person.
I actually, the first person that I ever watched in the ASMR community is Maria Gentle Whispering, and I love her. I
The
love her.
the
Masha
queen.
is Masha is queen. Masha is mom. She is a beautiful soul. And I found her channel early too. I've been watching ASMR for a long time. I think it was like my senior year of high school or something like that. So it's been a minute.
The queen. Yeah, I've been watching. I think she was one of the first.
She was. Yep. She was also the first to do, she just tweeted about this recently or Instagrammed about it or something. She was the first person to do a two mic setup in a role play ever for
Pioneer
that.
right there. She was cool, man. She was the first to do a lot of things in the ASMR community.
For
Um,
sure.
yeah. So you're watching all of the stuff, right? You've been
Yeah.
watching for a long time. What makes you take the dive? You know.
I was, oh my God, I was watching one day. I just I couldn't wait anymore. I've been watching for years and I'd kind of thought about, trying it on my own and I just didn't really know how to get started. And then one day at night, I was like almost asleep and I was watching, I think it was a GB video, and I just decided I could not watch another ASMR video without trying it. So the next day I got started. And then 25 days after that, 5th is when I published my first video.
Wait. So you did it, and then 25 days later you published.
Yep.
Why the wait?
I backlogged videos. I did, I think it was like 2.5 weeks of three releases a week
She out
of
here
videos.
doing work, son.
This, like, I love this community. I love creating ASMR. I love watching it. Like, I will eat, sleep, live, and breathe ASMR for the rest of my life, guys.
That is so dope. So like straight from the jump, you were like in it and like building like like a log of like a catalog of content already.
I mean, I knew that as soon as I made the choice, I was gonna have to, like, I'm an all or nothing kind of person. So if I
Yeah.
was gonna do it, I was gonna do it. And I started watching all of the videos I could find on like editing and the best software and the best like microphones and stuff, and threw a couple $100 at it at the beginning, which was turned out to be a good investment, but was scary at the time.
What was your favorite video of that first batch? Do you remember?
Mm. I mean, the first video that I released was, it wasn't the first that I filmed, and it was my favorite out of that group, which is why I released it first. And it was an I Spy, like Halloween themed I Spy search. That
Yeah.
one was a lot of fun for me, anyways, because it was really nostalgic. It's what I did a lot as a kid. Unfortunately, I had not figured out the gain on my microphone because I knew that I needed to not make it too high so it wasn't grating. But unfortunately, I didn't have it up enough, so you really couldn't hear me very well. The sound is off, but we live and we learn, right?
Spooky Halloween edition.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that book at a bookstore, used bookstore, and I got super excited about it.
That is adorable.
Because I love page turning and I really like tracing too. So I thought I could do, some of that, like the pointing and tracing on the pages. I think that that's really soothing.
So she's clearly been around since Halloween.
Yeah, it's been 7 months since I started working and 6 months since I started releasing content.
It feels like you've been doing this for years.
I feel like I've been doing this for years, but that's just probably because I release so many videos.
So how do you do that? How do you go about releasing so many videos? Because that's so much, man.
It's a lot. I do record several times a week, but most of the time it's on Saturdays and Sundays. I'll get several, at least the videos for the upcoming week done, if not week. And then I try to record usually maybe Wednesday evenings or Thursday evenings, whichever works out better in my schedule. But I really only manage once throughout the week, if that, because I work. So like a day job. So I'm always kind of tired after that. But someday there will be a day when I can do YouTube full time.
Yeah. And when that day comes, all the users screwed because she's about to take over. I'm just saying, throwing it out there, right
No,
there.
no, we're bringing everybody together. We're going together. I'm not leaving anybody behind. You all are up and coming with me, man.
Yeah, except for that one over there. We see you. We know what's up. We see you. And
We see you. Stop that.
yeah, we see you out there. No, but so I see that I'm just talking shit, man. I see that that you play the violin. Do you play anything else? And how long you
Uh,
been
I
playing?
I do. God, I've played the violin since, oh, I was like, I don't practice very often though at this point because you have to keep your nails really short.
Yeah,
Really work with my style of ASMR. I tap on everything, so it's that's been tough. I really don't. I know a little bit on the guitar and the piano, but I never got into them as much as the violin. The violin was my primary instrument.
I love the violin. Violin's so cool.
Oh my God, I love the violin. I think it's one of the most beautiful sounds on the planet.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I play the guitar and
Awesome.
keyboards and things like that. And when I was a kid, I played trumpet.
Ooh,
But that was many moons ago. I'm a 31-year-old man now. I don't
trumpet
have
can be awesome
any of
though.
that.
You can jam out with the trumpet.
Yeah, but like I I I tried it for years and I thought it was cool. But now
Awesome.
I'm just a guitar. I can play bass. I can play guitar. I can play
Nice.
and I write music. And in fact,
Oh,
if
I
you
love
guys,
that.
fun fact for you guys that are listening to the show right now, the intro song, I wrote that, recorded that. It's all me.
Dude, that's awesome. That's sick.
Yeah, it's
Music
fire.
arrangement like that, yeah, it's fire. Music arrangement like that is something I can really appreciate, but I don't know. I don't think I would really be that good at it, to be honest.
I feel like you probably would though, because you're very sort of like
I don't
it's.
know. I mean, like video timing makes sense to me. Musical timing just seems like something that's so abstract and there are so many possibilities. I feel like it's a little daunting, to be honest.
Well, it definitely can be, but I think that the greatest stuff that has ever been created has come from a place of not necessarily tradition.
That's so
So
true.
like look at like the
Yep.
birth of like funk music and the birth of you know punk, like
Even jazz
even jazz.
was
Yeah,
super controversial at first.
yeah, like every style of music that's like great is started by like taking tradition and sort of like turning it on its head. So, keeping that in mind, I think that you could probably, I wouldn't put it past you because I've seen your work in ASMR. I wouldn't put it past you to create something like so out there that it's like a new movement.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying I'm weird?
No, I'm saying that you're so creative that you could create a new genre. That's what I'm saying.
I appreciate that. I actually because of that I might give it a whirl. And also I am weird, so you can call me strange. I'm okay with it.
I'm the only weird one here.
uh, we're gonna share that crown.
Yeah, boy. So, what was the most like video that you get the weirdest comments? Because you brought the word weird up, and now that's in my head, so I have to run with it.
Oh, the video I've gotten the weirdest comments on. Hold on. I'm gonna scroll through and see real quick. I think it would probably be one of the mouth sounds, like ear eating videos that I've done. And YouTube is pretty good about taking a lot of that stuff down before it really.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, because that shit can get weird, man. Sometimes, people
Oh
be
yeah.
saying the weirdest things, man. I've been doing this
Oh, for sure.
for about 3 years, right?
Hmm.
So, in doing, you make a lot of friends, and you meet a lot of people that do a lot of different types of content, and then they tell you about the kind of comments that they get. And
I think
it's not all positive.
no, never. And that's one of the things that, like, when you start putting your art out into the world, you got to be ready for the pushback and the backlash, because there's always going to be people that, I mean, maybe it comes from jealousy. I don't know. Maybe it comes from I literally I can't understand it. But some people are mean.
It
I
come
think that it
from
would
bitch
actually
ass
be
haters, man.
my first. No, I got a comment that was like, "You lip smacking whore" or something like that, and I
Jesus.
just yeah, I don't know.
It's
I
an
think they've
I Spy
actually
video.
the ear eating ear eating
Oh.
video.
Oh,
The first ear eating video that I published.
I thought you said on your first video that you published.
No, the first ear eating video. Yeah, no, that would be hilarious though.
I that would
Reading
make
a children's book, you whore.
that would be great. I want that
I
to
mean,
happen.
it has the implication that I'm making a lot of money from this, so I would be cool with that.
Yeah, so that is great. What was your favorite video to film since you've, been doing this for a minute?
I really like the angel videos that I do, and I really like anything that I get to do, like camera touching, face touching.
Oh, I love those.
Like that really creates a link and a bond between me and the viewer, and I really do try to imagine the people that I'm filming for to be really cool.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Those are cool. And I'll tell you what I love about videos like that where they do like the face touching and all that stuff, right?
Hmm.
I was reading an article. So this is where we get serious. I was reading this article. And it was about disability and depression, right? And everybody knows I'm disabled. So
Yeah.
in this it said that
Differently abled.
yeah. So in this, what it stated was that one of the leading causes of depression in disabled people is lack of like human touch. We're talking like hugs, like
Yeah.
physical contact, right? And it started to make sense to me that one of the reasons I was so depressed is one, I didn't experience a lot of hugs and stuff like that, and then also it kind of like put together where like one of the reasons I like those type of videos is because that is kind of it kind
Yeah,
of feeds into that. And
it's a familiar touch.
yeah,
It's a caring, loving interaction with somebody who doesn't want anything from you.
yeah, and that's why I'm in a whole bunch of like different like Facebook groups for disabled people and all of this other stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
always like I'm always like, cause you see people on there that are like, I feel whatever, right, down or whatever, and
Alone.
I'm always the person who's like, look, there's this thing, right? It's called ASMR. Check it out. Like, uh, it can help you. And it's not for everyone, but it definitely helps out. And when you mention the face touching type videos, that is the first thing that definitely came to mind.
Yeah. I remember talking to someone who I believe, I can't remember exactly. I believe he didn't have one leg, but he was talking to me about how worried that kids, when they ask questions about his disability, the parents are always quick to shush them and stop them from asking or saying anything impolite. And I mean, like, it's because they don't want to hurt feelings, but at the same time, it kind of invalidates the experience of as a disability of some sort because they don't get to tell their story. And if we don't ask questions, we never get to know. So they kind of go under the radar, like it seems impolite to look or talk about, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like that's part of inclusion.
Yes. Oh my God. See, that's such an interesting point. Like, we're always like shushing the kids to like ask the questions, but
Yeah, like don't ask, don't ask, don't say anything, shush, shush, that's rude.
the kids
But
ask the best questions.
kids are the ones who will just straight up ask what they're thinking. And sometimes that's what we need in order to push forward in communication and growth as a
Yes.
community.
Yes, queen. That is, oh my God. See, like, they ask the questions that, like, everyone's afraid to ask, you know?
Yeah,
Like the why and the how and the what's that like, you know?
right. The what's that like is a big one.
You know? And I feel like that's so important, you know?
I agree.
This is going in a different direction than I thought it would go to. And I like that. I like it when things aren't, the way that I envisioned. I
You
like,
never know what you're going to get with people.
well, Forrest Gump once said that life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
That movie is wonderful.
It is. And
Oh, it's so great.
when I was a kid, I thought I was so cool because he had leg braces. And back when I was a kid, I still walked with like leg braces and stuff.
Nice. So you were
So
like Forrest Gump.
I thought I was Forrest Gump for a minute, and like I was like super proud of myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. He's a great person, great character.
Yeah. So how do you come up with your ideas, man?
Oh God. I have a whole book. I have a whole notebook full of stuff and honestly, I've got like 300 ideas written down, but I rarely ever have to pull from them because I'm always having new stuff come up. It just comes with my day-to-day life. Like I just like thinking, "Oh man, I really want to paint something." And then I'll be like, "Well, I'll make that into a video." And then I'll think like, "Oh, I would really like to watch a tracing video or a face brushing video." Oh, why don't I just go ahead and make it?
That's so cool, man. What's one video that's in the book that you haven't done yet that you're like, oh my God, I really wish I would have done that one already?
Oh gosh, there's one that I actually mentioned in one of my videos that I was gonna release it soon and it just fell through hardcore. But I want to do a mukbang of one of my favorite anime characters, Mako from Kill la Kill, and she
Nice.
eats she eats croquettes super fast. So I've been testing croquettes and like trying to make them, but they are not coming out right. And then the first time I tried to make the video, it was just a disaster for so many reasons. So that's one that I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. I need to work out some kinks before it's gonna take off the way I want it to.
Yeah, guys, she's gonna do the croquette video. It's gonna be so fire, man. It's gonna be like
Fire.
the best
Um,
shit ever. So, we have this little commercial. Would you like to throw to it?
let's do it. Harmonious ASMR created this awesome ad, and we're gonna take a look at some merch. I'm so excited. I love merch. Merch is
Mm,
like my favorite thing.
me too. Oh my God, I love it, especially because it has like my show on it and everything. So nice,
Yeah.
guys. Peep
Merch,
this.
merch, 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 merch.
And we're back. Oh my god, did you see that commercial? It was so fire. It
That was
was
sick.
it was so good. Like, okay, okay, confession for you guys, what we didn't see it. Um Sorry to ruin the illusion.
But editing has its restrictions here.
Yeah, we're not wizards, and we haven't seen. Well, I've seen it. Claire definitely has not seen it. So,
But I wanna, and I'm gonna.
but she's gonna. By the
And I
time this
do.
comes out, she will have seen it.
And I love merch lines because I think that they're just such an exciting way to support each other. And I want merch from every artist out there. When I have the disposable income for that, guys, I will be covered.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be wearing like the Busy Bitch T-shirt from Busy Bee.
Yes. I
Like,
love that.
uh, I'm gonna start putting out merch that is kind of like funny like that, except for it's
Or
all gonna be like like disability like oriented. So like I have the
is
idea
it
for like shirts that say "I hate stairs." Um, um,
or like leg day is the worst.
yes, yes, exactly, and
I
and
never skip leg day.
yes, like I always skip leg day. Uh, um, Things that say like God, what was the other one? Oh, my parking is better than yours.
I have a reserved parking spot everywhere I go.
Yes. Or like
Oh
VIP
man.
parking forever.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see.
But like stuff like that is gonna be great. And then I think the stairs one will like do well because everyone's lazy. So like
Yeah, nobody likes stairs. So like you can make that accessible.
I feel like that's not too niche. I feel like that one at least will do good. But the rest of them I'm just doing to amuse myself because they're all like things that I wish existed for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what your content should be. It should fill that void that you see the world needs.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, diving back in, how did you start the news segment?
Oh, I had a couple of people on Twitter just mention like, "Oh, we need more community stuff." And I've started to try to get some ASM artists together to do a directory so we can like get in contact with each other more easily. But I just saw everybody doing some really awesome things, and I want to make sure that everybody is being a part of the awesome stuff that's going on, the collabs and the community outreach. I mean, especially like Sophie Michelle ASMR, she does so many talks and like positive, influential things in the world to push ASMR and like sleep and relaxation forward. It's really cool.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's fire, man. Because I tell you what, man, I would not be able to function without ASMR.
Agreed. Same.
Like,
Dark places in my life that I legitimately may not be here if it weren't for some of the content that I had to lean on.
so what is some of your favorite stuff to watch?
Oh gosh, it varies. I try to keep up to date on what everybody is kind of like coming up with. It depends on what I need. Like when I have a migraine, one of my favorite things to watch are like kisses or mouth sounds because it feels like someone is there with me.
Yeah.
Too loud, it hurts. Just like mouth pops and stuff are they're pleasant. But like when I'm trying to fall asleep, I like countdowns. I love that everybody is doing more of like the nature stuff and
Yeah.
singing. Singing is really great.
Yeah, like Frivy. She
Oh my
always
God. Can we talk
pulls
about
out.
that video? I was floored. Like I knew that she could sing and she's done so many times and it's beautiful, but that video was incredible. I just
She,
thought that that was the best thing.
she's quite literally one of the goats.
She's just, oh God, she's just so talented.
Yeah, she's so amazing and so nice as well. Like
Yes,
I
yes.
I can never say enough nice things about her. Like she's so nice to people.
She's very genuine.
Yeah.
Well, she's had a pretty rough go of it at times too, and I think
Oh,
that
for
that
sure.
gives you, yeah, I think that that gives you a perspective on life that, I mean, like, you just don't want to make other people's lives more difficult than they have to be.
Yeah, yeah, man. Um, like I remember when she came on the show the first time, right?
Huh?
I was that sounded like such a name drop. I'm so sorry. Like
You can name drop. You do that.
I was like the first time.
The first time she came on the show.
The first time, not the second time, but the first time. No, but the first time that she came on the show, I was so nervous because I was
Aw.
watching her videos a lot at that time, right?
Ah.
And like it was so nerve wracking, and I was so scared. And I remember that conversation. I was so serious. I had never prepared more for an interview ever
Oh.
in my life. Like I went back and I watched like almost everything that she had up to that point.
Just did
Um,
the research, did the legwork.
yeah. Nowadays, now I don't really like doing that anymore. Now I like to just have a conversation with someone.
Let it be organic.
Yeah. Um. Now I like to just have a conversation and see what happens. You know.
Yeah, for
Um.
sure.
But back then it was I was so scared and so nervous, and that was I look back at the content back then and I'm like, oh my god, you were so trash.
Oh no, Chris, stop that. We have no, I'm serious. Don't be down on your content like that. We have to go through learning processes. Like, even if it wasn't perfect, it's still awesome.
Oh no, like back then I was trash, but like right now I'm fucking fire. But like
Work.
you know, I accept that. I accept that like I used to suck and now not so much. I kind of like the whole idea of being the Johnny Carson of ASMR.
You're a trip.
Yeah. Ain't that a kick in the I don't know why that song just came into my head, but it did. Like straight up. So I'm looking at your most viewed.
Yeah.
Bro. Let's talk
Uh,
about this video. First of all, I'm loving the wig. I'm like, girl, you working it. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I do love that wig. That is a great wig.
It is. It's a nice one. You was like working it and everything, girl. You was like, this is me.
Mm.
Deal with
I
it,
got
world.
long hair
You was like doing like the finger snap and you was like, hey world, listen. I'm here. Deal with
with a
it.
lot of lipstick.
I got so much lipstick right now. We could like make a candle, okay? It's that much lipstick.
But
Deal with it.
seriously,
But let's talk about how you was like really fucking sick when you made that shit, man.
I was really fucking sick when I made that shit, man. Like,
Like,
I had a fever. Oh God, I was almost delirious. Like, I don't even remember filming it. I think I had a fever of, like, it had to be at least 102. I think I had strep.
oh
I
my
just,
goodness.
my makeup is awful. If you pay attention, the video halfway through is like in two different cuts because I had to like stop and sit down.
I like the makeup
Oh.
in the thumbnail.
Really? You do? I don't know. I think it's just it's a little much. It's a lot.
It's definitely on the side of, hey, I like to party. Oh my god. But
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? But
I
it's
did a lot of eyeliner because I kept fucking it up. And girls, you'll know that when you fuck up your eyeliner, that line is going to get thicker because you're going to go over the spot that you just fucked up.
hey girl,
So
them
yeah,
eye lines is thick, son.
panda status. Yeah, so that happened. And of course, it's my most viewed video. So,
but you know, people are gonna love what they love, man.
yep, that's the truth. You put your art out into the world and they're gonna take it and run with it. They're gonna do what they want. They're gonna enjoy it the way that they need to enjoy it, and
Yeah, I've put out
beauty of it.
interviews. I've put out interviews where I'm like so hesitant, not because I think the guest is trash, but because I think I'm trash, and then people end up loving it. Like,
Yeah. Like you, I legitimately at this point, I don't know what's going to be popular and what's not. I mean, and that's not why I create content. So like I throw a little bit of everything out there, but
yeah,
shocked when I see which ones like the champagne kisses video that I just recently did. I don't honestly love that one. I didn't really like how it turned out, but it's got 900 views now. So, you know,
that's freaking fire. You know what else is fire?
I don't know anymore.
You know what else is fire? We're gonna ask you about the future of your channel. But first, we got some news. The news is coming up, and here's the news lady with the news.
Oh, in other news.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello. Hello. Welcome to your monthly look into the world of ASMR. I'm Clarity, and in other news, we'll provide you with resources such as subscriber count congratulations, industry news for the world of ASMR creation, and also collabs that have been happening or are coming up in the future. Check it out on my channel, A Moment of Clarity ASMR. Each monthly edition of In Other News will be airing at the beginning of each month for the previous month's news. Check it out. I'll see you there. But for now, rest.
And we're back. Oh my god, did you see the new segment? It was like
Oh my
all
God.
professional. She was like in here with the breaking news, and I was like, ah. Well,
Stuff is happening.
the world is changing so much. Wow.
Wow.
Production value on TDNS. Like, who would have thought?
Ooh.
Like, what?
Ah.
So, what's in the future for a moment of clarity, Miss Claire? That I totally knew that was your name the whole day.
Oh God, I love it. Well, without revealing too much, I do have a couple of things that I'm working on with other artists, so I'm excited about that. Those are coming your way. Uh, and I'm really excited about moving In Other News to a monthly release. I think that that's going to be really great for me because I'm going to get to invest the time and production time that I want into it, and good for viewers because they'll get visual pieces with those stories, and it'll be a little bit longer, probably like 10 to 15 minutes. So yeah, we're doing that, and yeah, we're just rolling with the content. I got ideas for triggers, new triggers, older triggers I'm bringing back. Definitely going to be bringing back a couple of my characters soon. They should be in the next 2 weeks or so.
Who's your favorite character so far?
Angel. I don't have a name for her. She's just Guardian Angel for now. So taking suggestions for that. But yeah, I really like
Oh,
doing
you
her.
know it would be dope. You ever seen the TV show Lucifer?
I've seen parts of it, but I haven't watched it like religiously. Ha.
I see what you did. You're so funny. Oh my god.
I think I'm funnier than I am.
No, it's on Netflix. You should definitely watch it.
Okay.
I would throw in something like a guardian angel, sort of like talking to Lucifer. I think that would
Ooh,
be.
that's neato.
I think that
Love
would be
that
very
idea.
interesting. Things like
Interesting.
that. See, sometimes my brain is like, let's do some things.
We like creative minds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, Another one that you did that I really like was the superhero one.
did you like that one? I think we've decided that she's going to be called White Noise.
I dig it.
She's just super generic. She's not supposed to be super extra. She's just supposed to be your generic run of the mill superhero if that's something that you can have.
Yeah, you can have that. That's definitely a thing in comic books.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
do you ever come from that world?
What?
I seen that you have a ton of like pop figures and stuff like that, and
I do. You know, I never really got into the comic book scene. I've always really thought that they were neat, and like I've always looked at them at the game stores and stuff, like taking the time to look through. But I don't know. I've never owned a comic book. I really got into manga for a while there, until it just got so expensive to keep buying the novels, but they have online readers now that I should check out.
Yeah, man. See, um, for me, I I grew up in and out of hospitals, right?
Yeah,
So I lived with like music and comic books growing up.
you had to get away from it. You had to get an escape there.
Yeah, so my escape was like reading, like X-Men and like Doom Patrol and
Yeah.
things like that. Uh
I
s-
went more towards like Aragon and like Lord of the Rings and Wheel of Time and stuff like that. Like I went more towards like high fantasy than like but definitely still along that same vein of like fantasy world, a way to get away from reality and
yeah.
be somebody else for a while.
If you like fantasy aspects of things, I feel like you would probably like the book Saga.
I've heard a lot about that, actually. I have several friends who've recommended it to me.
Oh, I think there's something to it then.
All right. Well, I'll have to I have my Kindle that I use. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, definitely. Like it, like from like the first issue on.
It's like alchemy stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And then there's also this thing called like the Wicked and the Divine, which is so good. Um, and those are like not superhero type things.
Right, but
Um,
just like high fantasy or middle fantasy.
yeah, yeah. They're just like out of this world. So
Awesome.
good. I love those books. Um, and
Always looking for a new good book.
yeah, yeah. That's one thing when people are like, I've never read a comic. Um, those are the types of comics that I then will
Recommend.
recommend. I'm not gonna recommend like, oh my god, go read Avengers, because they're not going to, you know.
Yeah.
uh, but if you recommend something that's different, something that's a story, like I don't know if you like cowboys, but there's this other book that the lady who did the Captain Marvel run that the movie was based on. Uh,
Oh.
she did this what was the name of that? Pretty
Uh,
Deadly. Pretty Deadly. Uh, was
okay, I never would have been able to remember that.
was the name of the book, and I love that book. There's also a book called Bitch Planet, uh,
Love that already.
which is told from the the point of view of a feminist, but it's a exploitation film type of book, right? So it's like
That's
women in
awesome.
prison, right? But it's told from the feminist point of view, and there's not like there's no nudity in it or anything like that that doesn't serve like a purpose,
Yeah,
within the story. And it's written by Kelly Sue
that makes
DeConnick,
sense for character development.
and she's amazing, and I love her, and I will always like push her stuff to the moon.
Awesome. All right, well, I will definitely have to go check that out. I love, anything that's feminist related.
Yeah, man, she's fire, man. She's like my favorite writer in comics.
Okay. Awesome. Score.
Yeah, man.
Yes, level 4.
Yeah, me too.
Oh god, oh, I'm getting fucked from behind.
Oh yeah, yeah, you wish. Can someone clip that, please?
Hey, oh, let's go. Shoot him in the dick now.
What?
But I tell you what, you are amazing, and this has been an absolute treat. Um, I
Thank you so much for having me and for doing this. I love anything that's going to grow our community closer together and like get the word out on other artists and what they're doing. So this is super cool.
Yeah, yeah, man. This is super fire. I've been sick all week, but I felt that this was like super
Oh,
duper important. So I was like, "Get up, cripple," and I got up, and I got up and I did the dang thing, and I feel accomplished.
Good. Oh, and I hope you feel better.
Me too, man. Cause like, holy crap.
Yeah, being sick is just no bueno.
Yeah, man. But you know what though? Here's what you do, guys. So, Clarity over here is the most fire person on the planet. How do we show her that she's the most fire person on the planet? We go to her channel and we hit the subscribe button. But who am I kidding? You're coming
Yep,
from her
yep.
channel anyways. You already love her. So, tell her that you love her by subscribing to this one.
There you go. That.
And while you're at it and you're like, what else can I do? Hit the like button. Holy crap. Who would have
And
thought?
then, if you've got even more time on your hands, I mean, throw us a comment.
Yes. Comment on it. Be like, oh my God, that cripple guy is crazy. And he sounded really high because he was. And, but now you know why. I was sick. And so I was like, there's no way I'm doing this without like being like completely stoned. So,
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So yeah, do that. And then leave a like. And then hit the bell. And then where can the people find you on social media?
So my Twitter handle is at @aclarity because A Moment of Clarity is way too long for that. YouTube is A Moment of Clarity ASMR. And then if you're looking for me on Instagram, it's the same, A Moment of Clarity ASMR. Would love to talk to you, chat at you with, especially Twitter. I'm on Twitter pretty consistently.
I see her on the Twitter like every day, man.
I try to stay up to date.
She clever too. She be hitting you with like all of the little like jokes, man. She thinks she's slick sometimes. And
I
like,
do. I think I'm way slicker than I am.
she thinks she's slick and she thinks she could like slide one right past you. But like,
I'll drop a pun and walk away.
yeah, but I see you, girl. I know what's up. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. I really do appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Have today, really helped me out just by being here. And yeah, you made me forget about like all of like the crap medical stuff I got going on right now. So honestly,
Yeah.
like sincerely, thank you.
Get out of your own head for a while.
Yeah. So I really do appreciate it. Guys, give it up for A Moment of Clarity. She's the dopest. I'm Christopher Not Walking. That's Claire, who I totally knew whose name was Claire the whole time. And
Heyo.
And this is the Dirty Dirty Show. And we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.